Wembyama, because when Wembyama is the first
Bobo's better because the team got
Going by record or going by stats?
I think individual
for me,
that's what you said.
10 days. No cameras, no headlines, no social media check-ins from rooftop gyms. Victor Wembanyama disappeared. On purpose. Not to rest. To reset. While most NBA stars spent the offseason between luxury hotels, fashion events, and personal trainers, Wemby did the opposite. He traveled halfway across the world to the Shaolin Temple in China to live, train, and meditate with monks who didn't care how tall he was or how many blocks he averaged. They didn't talk about matchups or load management. They asked only one thing: show up, be present, and be willing to suffer through the process. It wasn't some spiritual marketing trip. It wasn't for Instagram. He went there for pain, for clarity, for rebirth. Because every myth needs a cave, every legend needs a disappearance, and every hero has to vanish before he can return. There's a book that's quietly shaped half the stories you love. It's called The Hero with a Thousand Faces, written in 1949 by Joseph Campbell, a mythologist and the godfather of narrative structure. The idea is simple. Every great story you know follows the same arc. The main character starts in the normal world. He hears a call and leaves home, crosses into the unknown, faces trials and finds mentors, descends into darkness, and if he survives, returns transformed. Not just stronger, but awakened. Sound familiar? It's the reason Luke Skywalker leaves Tatooine to train with Yoda. Not just to get stronger, but to understand the Force and his place in the galaxy. Neo doesn't become the One until he walks away from the Matrix and learns to let go of everything he thought was real. Bruce Wayne doesn't become Batman until he gives up wealth, comfort, and even his identity to train in the shadows of the Himalayas. He doesn't just learn to fight, he learns fear, purpose, and restraint. And Rocky Balboa doesn't walk into the ring with Ivan Drago until he's dragged logs through waist-deep snow in Siberia and trained in silence, far from cameras, because the only way to beat a machine is to find the edge it can't simulate. That's the story Wembanyama is writing. He's not just lifting weights and running drills, he's preparing for something bigger than basketball. His first NBA season was unlike anything we've seen before. From day one, he played like prophecy. A 7'4" rookie blocking shots at the three-point line, crossing over defenders, hitting step-backs like a guard, and protecting the rim like a prime Mutombo. He broke the rules of what a big man is supposed to look like, or move like. By the end of year one, the world didn't just expect greatness. They expected something closer to mythology. Year two was supposed to be the next step, but it didn't go that way. In March, Wemby was diagnosed with thoracic outlet syndrome, a blood clot in his shoulder, a serious condition. The team shut him down early. No playoff push, no grand finale. But the hero's journey always has this chapter. Rocky gets dropped in the 15th. Frodo is stung by Shelob. Luke hears the truth he doesn't want. Every myth requires the fall before the rise. Instead of pushing his way back into the public eye, Wembanyama went quiet. And then, he disappeared. To heal, to wait, to prepare. He went where no other NBA player would think to go. To ancient stone floors. To early morning silence. To humility. Because sometimes the only way to come back stronger is to leave entirely. The Dragon. Every story needs one. A villain, a shadow, a monster guarding the gold. And in today's NBA, that dragon lives in Oklahoma City. They're not underdogs anymore. They're a machine. At the center is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Smooth, controlled, always one step ahead. He gets to his spots with surgical calm. He lives at the foul line. He plays like someone who's already seen the game happen 5 seconds in advance. The Thunder aren't explosive. They're precise. They don't beat you loud. They just don't make mistakes. It's like losing to a chess computer that never blinks. And fans don't love it. They respect it, but they don't feel it. Wembanyama, on the other hand, is feeling. Raw, chaotic, unfiltered. Where OKC is about control, he's about release. Where they cut like a scalpel, he crushes like a wave. They are the spreadsheet. He is the storm. This is the contrast the league is building toward. This is Victor's dragon. And dragons don't fall with highlights, they fall with truth. Now, the hero returns. Not flawless, not finished, but different. Wembanyama is entering year 3. He's no longer a rookie, no longer a project. He enters as a presence, a figure, a force. 10 days in Shaolin, not to impress anyone, but to become someone. And he's returned with something deeper than a new jumper or a new frame. He's returned with intention. He's not just here to prove he belongs. He's here to prove this league was always meant to be his. And that dragon everyone's trying to avoid. He's not afraid of it, but preparing to face it. Because this might still look like a league with parity. But you can feel it now. Something is shifting. Maybe not today, maybe not in November. But soon enough, that feeling will become reality. Because this isn't just a comeback, but an ascension. This is Victor Wembanyama's universe, and we're just lucky enough to live in it.